Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our 3 piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. And that being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Spirit Quartz cluster, then this reading is for you. And those that are new here, it's my son that usually picks the crystals, but today it was his little friend from next door and he was very proud and excited to choose the crystals for each group. He was like, really? I can choose any? I'm like, yeah, you can choose any. And he had a great time. So the spirit crystal from our little friend. And so spirit quartz, is a beautiful stone of clearing the auric field, clearing any negative attachments, opening up that crown chakra, clearing the etheric body. I think it's really, really helpful for any psychic work as well. If you're looking to develop mediumship skills or any of your clairs, this can be a supportive stone as well. A good stone if you're doing any shadow work too can be helpful, especially with that clearing of negative attachments and supporting the crown chakra, clearing the energetic field. Like really a good tool if you're going to be doing some work in the underworld or wherever you travel. So group 1, I actually felt group 3 when I first started, so maybe you're drawn there. I don't know what that's about yet, so I can't tell you much, but if you're already drawn, then by all means check it out. If you weren't drawn, sometimes looking back at the start of the video, the selection screen, suddenly a new one will jump out that didn't before. I find that happens for me sometimes, like just the first one I needed jumped out, and then if I look back later or even straight after, a new one will shine through and be like, okay, my turn. Anyway, so some of the signs in your reading, I see Pisces and Capricorn is here. And that's kind of the main, Libra as well. They're the sort of main energies. I see Taurus up there. Also, you could probably call it Taurus, Leo, Aquarius and Scorpio with the fixed signs in that Wheel of Fortune there in the world. So let's jump into the past energy for our group 1s with the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Cups and the High Priestess. And as soon as I saw it, I heard winds of change with the Wheel of Fortune. And we know we're about to approach March, so we're a changing season. Some of us are, starting to cool down. Others are starting to warm up, depending on where you are, of course. But yeah, this is a change, and it's something you felt like it's time by the looks of this. Like it's just the perfect timing to support these changes you're going through, the release that you're going through. The 8 of Cups is here because you've walked away from something that has probably had a pretty big emotional pull on you, something that might have been really, really difficult to release, but you're feeling guided to do so. You've got the High Priestess here, so you don't know exactly where you're headed, but there's this feeling that there's something magical that you're walking towards, and I think you'd be right about that. I think as well, when I look at the High Priestess, this might be just you also connecting deeper with your own spiritual practices. Maybe, like I said, you might be practicing your clairs here. We've got this High Priestess with a crystal ball. You might be doing readings yourself. You might be developing those skills, or you might be advanced and just, offering your services, and it's part of who you are and what you do. I'm loving this. You might also be getting a reading from someone else as well with this particular card. I'm feeling like astrology reading. I had one recently. It was fantastic. I'll just shout out to Mapping Your Soul Astrology. Check her out. She's actually about to launch a little Patreon journey where she's going to be teaching. So if that's something you're interested in, Mapping Your Soul Astrology, fantastic, beautiful human she is. And followed her work for years. So just looking at the stars here, and she's got Cancer here at the heart too, so Cancer might be a significant sign. I usually say Pisces with the High Priestess, but I guess whoever created this deck was feeling Cancer moon. If you can hear the craziness in the background, it is Tilly, the kitten, just trashing the place. She wants to play today, so she might come and visit. If she does, I'll pick her up for a little meow. All right, so yeah, current energy where you might also be looking into the past. Here she is. Tilly, come on, come say hello then. You might be looking into the past a bit with this High Priestess. You might be looking at readings of a past situation, because as we look into your week ahead as well, we have got the Page of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Devil. No. I don't know, she's there somewhere. So Page of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Devil for your past energy. And so I think here as well, just looking at these two, like this is a studious learner, and look at the magic all around her as well. Like this is, I think, a cleansing of your own auric field. I think you're going through your own cleansing and learning process. You might be writing down intentions, you might be trying to manifest something specific, or just a whole different life, you know, and I'm feeling like you're learning more about who you are on the inside, unlocking some of your own talents, getting to know what is in there. But with the Six of Cups and the Devil here, and the King of Coins came with the Devil, they came together, King of Pentacles. So this could be someone you deal with, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy potentially. This could be someone from the past returning. Although I mostly felt like this is just trying to release a past situation that is not healthy for you. You might have, this can be addiction cycles of any kind, unhealthy relationships. It doesn't have to be that the Devil energy is represented with this King of Pentacles. This could also be the stability and success and growth that you gain from breaking free from these cycles in your past. Some of them can go back to childhood, of course. You might be looking into, like she's like really deeply considering the past, what works, what doesn't work. So you're deeply inquisitive this week, and I feel like the past is coming up to understand it deeper. And you may have someone coming back from the past to reach out to you. And of course, that someone reaching out from the past is not for everyone, but you'll know, like you'll have a feeling, I think, already if that was for you. But for a lot of you, I think it's just trying to release the past. So further into the week ahead, we did have the King of Wands, Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands. So this could be a different energy altogether. And I do feel that for many, that this is a new person potentially. I'm going to read it as your energy as well in a moment, but I'm just seeing this as an external energy in your world or coming towards you. They may be offering their love. If it's the past person, they could be, you know, still offering their love and wanting to lead this into a more stable place. They may say they have a vision for this connection, but with the Nine of Wands there, maybe you've just got too much on your plate right now to really to take this new situation on. Or if it's from the past, you maybe not be wanting to go back there. But either way, this person is offering you a love. I feel like when this is a new person, I feel like this is a new person for some, for many. And yeah, I think you've just, like, I'm hearing like logistically. So maybe you've got a bit of a journey to go on before you feel like you're open and free and receptive of somebody that's giving their love to you. But reading this now is your energy from the King of Coins up to the King of Wands. Like, this is you being focused and going for what you want in life. This does not have to be romantic or about another person. It can absolutely be your masculine energy where you are, I'm hearing dominating right now. Okay, that's great. So maybe you've we have the card focus, and I feel like the King of Wands can be a very focused energy. They're very driven. What I found interesting with the card focus is you also had the oracle, the tea leaf oracle grasshopper, which is a very interesting situations in the balance that require careful handling, and you've got focus here. And the message of grasshopper is a sure, unequivocal choice in a leap. Like they know when to leap. It's all about divine timing of knowing when to leap and where to leap. So it's like very much that focused energy, and right when they're ready, they will leap and hit their target. So the grasshopper has a lot to teach us. It's also a message of sound healing in grasshopper, in that they rub their legs against their wings and make that beautiful, grasshopper sound, cricket sound. They all sound amazing. Cicadas, I love them all. But focus is not being scattered in your energy. And I think with the King of Wands, that is saying going for what is going to enrich you and, fill your own cup. This is self-love. This is getting your life in a place that really feels true for you, like you're making it happen, that type of thing. And then the Nine of Wands, though, I think mostly marks exhaustion. because as we know, it is the wounded warrior. You've been through a lot. We have got in the center that devil. She's wrapped in chains, you know, and she's looking over quite scornfully at the past, but then she's also looking at the past fondly. And what I also found interesting was with the deck that I chose for you today, the Good Karma Tarot, it come in a box that has like 2 little piles. And whenever I use a tarot deck, most of the time I will always acknowledge, like if I've got a little question, the deck I grab, I'll acknowledge the bottom card before I start shuffling, so the Chariot. And usually that'll be my answer to whatever I'm asking about, but I just keep it in mind. And for you, with the 2, you know, piles, it was actually these 2 cards, and I'm like, okay, I really feel like I need to mention those or remember those, but then they came out in the reading next to each other anyway, so I was like, all right, well, I won't have trouble remembering that. And I just, when I first saw them, I did feel this like maybe longing for the past, or finding it hard to let go of the comforts you found in familiar situations, or even if they're unhealthy. Yeah, it was actually interesting because I was talking with Jackson on the way to school this morning about, he was just saying, oh, you know what my favorite memory or my favorite thing, cheeky thing is about our little pussycat. And it's that she jumps on his feet and scratches his feet or bites them in the bed when he's sleeping. And he doesn't like it very much, but it's still his favorite thing. And I just, like, I can really resonate with that. Like something, I don't know, something that's not good for you or you don't enjoy it, but there's still something about it that like pulls you towards it for whatever reason. And you might be investigating some of those like draws you have towards things that aren't good for you, or just shifting your focus. I see like, I just like, I see a lot of becoming sort of energy in amongst all of this. Let's move over to the challenge, which is interesting with the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Wands and the Magician. So the challenge is that regards to your wish fulfillment. Are you finding it challenging right now to step into your power and make things happen with the Queen of Wands and the Magician? Do you feel like you're not able to manifest what you want? Maybe is it timing? Is it not happening quick enough? Is there something about self-worth that needs investigating here, your ability to do so? You've got the card here of last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. And when this card comes up, it is a question of self-worth and knowing that you actually need to view yourself perhaps a little differently here and be very proud of yourself with how far you've come, your capabilities, and know that you have got what it takes and are worthy of your dreams coming true. You know when cats make that little funny sound at the birds? This pussycat does it at bugs and lizards as well. So if you can hear her chatting away, I don't know, apparently the microphone blocks out background sound quite well though, so you probably don't hear her at all. It's just me. So yeah, we're back here, Magician, Queen of Wands, 9 of Cups. That's all such empowered energy. It's someone who's magnetizing what they desire. They're getting their wish fulfillment. They're feeling attractive. They're feeling powerful. They're feeling magnetic. They're like in touch with their spirit. They're in touch with the animal realm, with nature's realm. We've got Leo energy here with the sunflowers I'm feeling. Even her compass is pointed north, but just off a little bit, which makes me think like, you know, going your own way. Like you're headed true north, but you're still like, it's your own unique journey. There's something about like your soul expression that might be challenging right now for whatever reason. Maybe you've put your work out there and you're not feeling like you're getting the attention your work should be getting for whatever reason. Maybe you're feeling underestimated or undervalued. So what will help with this challenge is the 10 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. So 10 of Swords is straight away like the end of, well, whatever this devil energy may be. Things that entrap you, things that aren't good for you, ending cycles that are not healthy, maybe engaging with people that aren't very serious or people that bring emotional struggle or turbulence. I'm also, one of the things I saw with this was like, it's good to continue your daydreaming, but also create the things that you're envisioning, which is interesting because you've also got the card Imagination. Draw from the well of your own capabilities. And I feel the Knight of Cups to be a very imaginative energy, similar to the Page of Cups. This can be another, of course, an energy that you're moving away from with the 10 of Swords. You've turned your back on this energy. They may be like fun and a good time to spend time with them, but it's maybe taking you off your track, or it's just not the right person for you if it is about a person. But to see it about your imagination as well, like I think this is about ending things that aren't good for you, like Sometimes the Knight of Cups, it can be about like drinking too much or doing things like smoking weed or something that's like takes you off your course. It's a fun time, it's lighthearted, playful, whatever, but it's actually not great. And you might be wanting to focus more. But you've got the focus, you've got Grasshopper and the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is the energy of not being distracted by what other people are doing, not comparing your progress to other people's progress or your creative works to other people's creative works, but just sticking to the process and working on your own self-mastery or working on your skills here, like developing something, creating something. Maybe you're literally learning to sew, maybe you're making something special. I just heard heirloom, I don't know. Maybe there's someone doing something with an heirloom. So imagination, draw from the well of your own capabilities. Do we want to have a look while we're here? This oracle comes as grace to free you from all that you have known and guide you to use your imagination beyond what you have used in the past. Behold imagination as a gift. Let it be the bridge that connects your physical reality and spiritual reality. Explore your past, learn from it, and use it to help set your direction as you envision the future. You are guided to be free from obsessive concerns and limiting fears to attract new opportunities. And that's so devil, Six of Cups, the past, what entraps you, but then King of Wands and King of Coins, that's such strong, dominant energy that moves forward and believes in themselves. So you're being assertive and strong this week. I really feel like you've maybe pulled your socks up in some area too. So dear one, be open to change. Life is rich with opportunity and so many resources are available to you. Whether you create or simply celebrate the moment, it is crucial to be free to discover your own unique path. The moment you find a way to engage creatively with life, you will discover you can draw on your own abilities and what is natural for you. Suddenly, you see the universe opening and befriending you, and you will begin to see beauty in your surroundings and in yourself. Soon you will experience the improvement of your own reality. The mantra is, I'm allowing my imagination to guide me in finding new directions and possibilities. I'm accessing my own potential to live a more creative way of life. I'm loving these beautiful soft pinks. It's kind of touches over to your next card from another deck. How stunning. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love how this happens. And this is the etheric touch of the Journey of Love Oracle. And it is, I feel like it actually trickles right over. And so let's go straight to it, and maybe not the whole thing, or yeah, the whole thing. Spirit is present in your very touch at this time, and you are having an impact on the world around you, particularly your close relationships, in ways that are far more profound than may be immediately obvious. The touch of your soul is ethereal, spiritual, of light and sound. It moves the heart and opens pathways of possibility through love, faith, and trust that would otherwise be impossible to access. Trust in this presence of the divine in your touch, physical and spiritual. Your healing presence is making waves of love rise and stir in this world, and the divine lives and breathes through you. Beloved, remember that through the sacred temple of your body, gifts you with hands through which to hold and give. It is the soul within the flesh that renders touch a sacred healing. This oracle guides you to accept and embrace your healing abilities and to trust that you can feel your way through life by opening your hands to receive and take hold of the opportunities that are presented to you. You are meant to touch the world with your spirit. And I really wanted to read this bit. Is it from? Yes, yeah. It's just a little poem at the end here. In a world of no coincidences and no mistakes, you are heaven sent. I thank God for the opportunities to know you, to experience your kindness, your generosity, and most of all, our love. How long I have waited to open my heart, to bare my soul, to let my power comfort and my arms hold, to let my wisdom counsel and my love awaken. While this is only the beginning, when I look in your eyes, I know. That little bit is place it how you will. But that was from the Journey of Love Oracle by Alana Fairchild, of course. And the imagination was Sufi Wisdom. Sufi Wisdom, beautiful deck in the choosing of this reading. So where am I up to in this reading? We're over here with the challenge. What will help with the challenge? Ending cycles and getting to work in a way You'll know if this is an external energy, somebody who maybe it's to do with dating as well. Like maybe you're swearing yourself off dating for a little while just to get back and focus on yourself and build yourself up if it is a dating situation. Underlying energy of this reading is the Three of Swords. So there is emotional healing going on here. Mental healing, just heartbreak, pain, betrayal can all be energies of this card. But she's there for herself. And she knows she'll get through this. That's what I feel when I look at that particular depiction of. So the new little area for the readings we were doing was what you don't see coming. And this is interesting, they all fell together with the Two of Cups, the Justice, the Ten of Wands, the Tower, and then the Five of Swords. So what you may not see coming, some of you probably do, is that with this Two of Cups and Justice, Ten of Wands, there's something, a relationship, a connection that maybe it was once very exciting and connected and healing, but something may have come to pass where it is not that case anymore. And I'm not going to go too far into it because everyone's situation will be different, but justice is here. And there has been, I feel, or will be, this can be what you don't see coming. So this could be yet to come. But I feel like there's a massive Tower moment in this experience. And I feel like justice is here to save you in this situation. To deliver the truth or the clarity that you need. This is a consequence as well, this card. So there may be consequences for actions here. And it may be very heavy to deal with or heavy to carry, but with the Tower here, it is crumbling and off you go. You leave the situation behind. And it is what is true and fair. It is the right thing. So what you may not see coming here is a connection in your life that is very, very heavy. And it is going to, I'm hearing self-destruct. So you don't have to do anything to make this happen. You just need to know when to quit, I think, is the message there, or know when to leave. For some of you, this could be, like you're helping someone right now and it just gets too hard and too heavy and you need to step away because like it's actually affecting you trying to help them. That could be the case, not for everyone. And for whoever that's for, there's a message there of like maybe being in a bit of a pattern of saving other people and sacrificing yourself. And if that is the case, then it might be what you're learning in this situation is to only take on what you can actually carry, because the Ten of Wands is taking on too much. And you know, if you don't look after yourself and put yourself first, then there will inevitably be a Tower moment, because it's not sustainable, the situation you're in. So in the outcome of the tarot, we have the World, and the World looks over at that situation. Like, look at her. Like, she comes good from the situation, really. She outgrows it, she evolves, she learns the lessons, and she flourishes. Just looking at this beautiful greenery here. There's a lot of growth. There's also a lot of leadership in the way you rise up from this situation. Like, it's admirable the way you handle it, or the way people are viewing you, or just also this could be separate, like as in your work. Like, you move into a different work role or something where you just feel more in touch with nature or more in touch with beauty, or you're glowing, you're growing. There's this sash around you. You've got like this glass to cheers, I feel, but it's like a green juice. So you're really looking after yourself. And so putting your health first is what helps you evolve from this situation, or, you know, there's definitely a message of beauty here and the earth and being a leader, and this, it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. You've also got the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that, more earth, more gardening, more grounded energy, but it's also abundant and receptive and reaping the rewards of all of your hard work. So whatever it is you move through right now, the Eight of Pentacles is what your advice on how to handle the challenge, but it gets you to the Nine of Pentacles. You know, you are growing. You will see the progress, you will see it. But the Nine of Swords is here as well with the Knight of Pentacles. So stress with how long it's all going to take, a mountain too high to climb, that type of feeling might be here. But what are you going to do? You know, you're going to keep on going anyway. And I think there's a real need to be conscious of negative thinking. Maybe like with the Spirit Quartz, it's asking to have, maybe it's asking to work with you to have a bit of an etheric and auric body cleanse. But yeah, the pace of things, the hard work yet to be done, the am I good enough, am I smart enough, am I capable, like I've so much to learn, so far to go, how's it all going to plan out, am I going to get the clientele I desire, am I going to, you know, all those questions are there, and it's a bit stressful. But the World and the Nine of Pentacles, you've got this, it'll be fine. It really will. There's a real need to trust. Right in the immediate energies is a need to trust and to learn. There's a lot you're learning about. You're very open and curious right now. Some of you, this could be fixation on past energy, that Nine of Swords as well. I've got to mention it because the Devil, Six of Cups is there. Be mindful of any rumination or fixation on the past, particularly unhealthy situations and connections. Maybe something coming up with family for some of you as well. Like if you haven't heard from your mother in a while, I feel like somebody is going to hear from their mother and it's a strange situation or connection. Maybe you've blocked them or something. It's not for everyone, of course, but I just get that through there for a minute. And maybe a father, could be any family, but I particularly felt a mother earlier. So, where are we up to? We've seen most of the oracle cards now with imagination, ethereal touch, be proud of yourself. We've got focus. Do we want to read focus from the book, since it is such a sweet little write-up, as always with the Sacred Destiny Oracle? What you focus on is what you pull to you. So put your attention on what is worthwhile. Concentrate on one desire. Direct your intent to one thing, rather than being scattered in many directions. When your thoughts and actions are unfocused, it dilutes and diminishes your forward movement. It is much easier to gain results when you are concentrating on one path. Gather your inner resources and with intensity and passion, go forward and upward, and you'll see results. This is also a card of spiritual transcendence and traveling to higher realms. So stay focused as you elevate your consciousness. You are close to the heavenly realms. Beautiful, beautiful. So what your soul is craving to care for yourself this week is finding a mentor, someone in your field who can help you reach your goals faster. Finding a mentor can be really beneficial. Someone that inspires you, helps lift you up, even if they're a mentor through watching them but not ever even engaging, like just looking up to people that have come before you. The third eye chakra, we have a lot of that higher chakra energy, spirit quartz, and the other card, the ethereal touch, all of that is there. So you may, and the high priestess, so we've definitely got some light workers or people developing their clairs. We've got use essential oils to help boost your mood, promote positive energy. You're also needing a relaxing bath as well. I feel like some of you have already been hearing that, but like time to actually do it maybe, and put some oils in that bath perhaps, make it a beautiful sacred soaking. Yeah, it'd be nice. And then we have some tea leaf oracle to finish up your read. So the first one was Bo, you are highly thought of. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And that's what I was getting with that World card too. Definitely, you are going to be so just accomplished is what I was hearing just then. Like, just yes, it'll look good on you. It really will. So we've got a dark man dealings or relationship with a man with a dark hair or complexion, and then we had younger man dealing or relationship with a younger man. And we do have that actually here with the King of Pentacles with a dark man. You might be dealing with, you'll know what to do with that. So grasshopper situations in the balance that require careful handling. So yeah, you know what to do. You may be feeling a little exhausted, a little guarded by the end of the week, but just take care of you and do what you need to do. We have hat, you'll be playing a different role. So yeah, maybe get used to that, especially given the World card is here. We usually see the shedding of the old and the beginning of something new with that card. And then you have horseshoe with good luck. So all the best, group one. All the best. No, I think this is a good one. So yeah. Hope that gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance, group one. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye. Hey, group two, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Rainbow Hematite, then this one is for you. So those that are new here, it's my little son that likes to choose the crystals for our readings on the channel, and then I'll build look how beautiful those green flecks are. And I'll build the reading from there. But this week we've actually had them chosen from my son's friend who comes to play all the time. He lives next door. So our little friend chose these selections today, and he was very excited to get that opportunity. And he's like, wanted to choose a really big one. So, and what a good choice, Rainbow Hematite. So this can be considered by some a return to sender stone. You might have some wanting to block negative energies. That might be sort of where you're at right now, just wanting to protect yourself. But it's also a stone of self-confidence and self-worth, helping increase those feelings of value inside yourself, what it is that you do value, and then what it means to honor and respect your values. And it's also a very great psychic stone, good for, you know, raising your vibration and working with any of your clairs, similar to group one's message there. Their stone was very clairvoyant, clair, sentient, clair, whatever. Anyway, so group two, the energies I can see in your reading today are Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, and Pisces as well. So yeah, let's jump straight in. Now, I also did post the, I'll have some tea. I posted over on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me over there, I just share background stuff. Like yesterday it was full of what I was cooking in the kitchen, or sometimes I'll do garden stuff or whatever Jax and I are up to of a weekend or whatever. So if you're interested in that stuff, check out Instagram, Tarot with Amber, same thing. The link is actually in the description box as well. But anyway, I did share part of your reading there because look how beautiful the past energy is for group two. Look at that, what a story. What a life, right? Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Nine of Pentacles here. Just look at those greens and all the trees and the freshness. You, in the past here, this is past energy. This is beautiful. You have really been taking care of yourself. You have been getting down to business, perhaps. You've been doing the work, and it may be starting to pay off. You might be seeing some of the results. If you've been working out, you might be seeing some more strength or body toning going on. If you've been working on your health, you may be feeling some improvements are happening there. If you're working on your children's health, same thing, improvements are being seen here. There's a lot of self-love, there's a lot of nurturing in this energy. There's a lot of focus and sort of head down, bum up sort of thing. Like I don't see someone who's comparing their work to someone else. This is a very grounded energy, full of love, full of nurturing. So you've been working quite hard at taking care of yourself or getting things, maybe getting them on track. For some of you, you may have been single for some time. I'm feeling or could be somebody or a relationship you're interested in, but it's not there right now. Maybe it's something you're feeling that is coming in for you potentially. Not everyone, but I do feel for a fair portion of people. There is a message here of love not yet happened in a sense. So I think you're just at a place of been building yourself up right now. It hasn't maybe been a real focus. Some of you could be happily married or in connection with somebody, but this reading is really looking at someone who's very, very independent and enjoys their independence, enjoys their space, potentially enjoying their cooking and gardening, that sort of thing. I'm noticing a couple of alcohol cups here though, and the overfilling Ace of Cups. So maybe drinking has been a bit of a thing for you, that you want to tone it down a little bit, or that could be the case. A little bit more, too much indulgence might be here, potentially a little bit extra chalky or whatever your vice might be. But either way, regardless of that, I'm just hearing if you are struggling with something like overeating or drinking or smoking or something that's not so great, you are also doing so well in so many other areas. And so don't be too hard on yourself. But if you know it's not right for you, it's also the message to work with that, clear it away. I see the broom here just standing out when I looked. So clear that away, use your wisdom, you've got the witch's cap there. So witch's hat. So yeah, use your wisdom, use your magic, use your abilities. Because yeah, it's a nice energy there in the past, and then the current energy is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is a card of contemplation, meditation, resting. We've got some cobwebs here that might need to be cleared away. So you're sort of sitting with some past stuff still, I would say, probably just wanting to take a bit of a breather, a bit of a break from the world or from people. Maybe that's where you've been lately. Let's look into the future energies of this week ahead. We have got the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Temperance, and the Knight of Wands. So, rightio. So dropping the Knight of Wands. Maybe you want to drop the Knight of Wands. We'll get there. With this one, I felt like she's sort of sleeping on this beautiful connection here. So this may be something you don't have quite in your sphere yet, or you're in your energy yet, or it may very well be. But there's a lot of sort of internal considerations about either if it is a relationship you're already in, you might be deeply considering that relationship and what potential it has. Where is this going? Are we both growing in the way we want to? Is this right for both of us? All of those things. There's a sweet offering being made here by, I would say by you. I'm not sure. I feel like this is a time for you to be opening up to new connections, or connections that are very equal and balanced and fair, with the 2 of Cups being there. But the 7 of Cups is next, and the 6 of Cups as well. So there could be a lot going on in the area of emotion and connections for you this week. Maybe it's just in your thoughts, given that we're starting with the 4 of Swords. You might be just reflecting on past relationship or current. But there's a lot of thought around connection. So like from the past energy, you've been nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, getting some things sorted, maybe with your business or with your home routines, with your health. All of that is there. And now we're looking at, like maybe there's a situation here in the week ahead where you're dealing with energies that you might want to block from yourself, because you've got the Knight of Wands coming in. She's got one eye open. So it's like you kind of might be expecting someone returning from the past, or having to deal with a certain family member that is like just not very grounded. This can be impulsive energy. It can be a bit selfish. So you might be wanting to like protect yourself from that energy, and just being drawn back to the crystal now when I said that. But it's also about moderation and abstaining from things that knock you off your balance. I've just noticed the cupcake on the floor. So this person coming in might sort of knock you off your balance when they do come into your world or your day. There's definitely something to consider there. And this doesn't have to be an external person. This can be you as well, right? We can choose things or do things that are like maybe great in the moment, but it might knock us off balance and not be what's best for us. So you might be looking at array of different things you can do to handle or deal with this situation, whether it's past patterns within yourself, or you're dealing with a family member, or you're dealing with a relationship of the past. 6 of Cups here. You can also see a lot here to do with children. They may be a highlight for you this week, or a focus for you this week. You might be sort of maybe literally gardening with your child or children, or just spending a bit more time with them, finding a bit more work-life balance, or getting to prioritize a bit more playtime with them. I can see that is all here for the week ahead. This is a nice energy. With the 7 of Cups, I'm not feeling like this is a frightening, confusing energy like it often can be, like quite overwhelming and struggle. It can be struggle street vibes, but I'm feeling for you it's more like, what do I want to say? Actually, it feels more like just careful what you choose to focus on, actually. I felt like first I'm thinking, oh, this is like a lot of different opportunities, or not opportunities, but more like, oh, I could do this and that would feel good for me, and I can do that and that would feel good. Lots of options or opportunity, however you want to call it. But when I'm really looking carefully, I'm just thinking, I think this is more about careful what you choose to let into your energy, or what you consume, or what you just protect your energy. I think it's to say mostly. Choose what is like good for you. The book is standing out. Maybe reading is good for you. And the heart. So like careful with your heart. Careful who you're giving your heart to, or what you're choosing in relation, in connection to love. All those things. Maybe opening your heart. Maybe you're maybe some people might be healing a relationship of the past here with the Temperance and the 6 of Cups. But let's maybe get a little more. We've got the 5 of Wands on the bottom, 5 of Swords, Hanged Man. My goodness. 4 of Pentacles. You're definitely protecting yourself from drama here with this underlying energy. Feeling kind of stuck with no choice in a situation with that vibe. But let's get a little more on this. We have the Page of Swords, King of Swords. There's a Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, Six of Wands, Nine of Cups. All right, I see a bunch here. So there's definitely a lot of open communication this week with somebody, for sure. And not always comfortable communication. King of Swords can be a bit abrupt at times, or harsh with their tongue, a little emotionally disconnected could be what's going on. Maybe you're finding you're harsh with your tongue, you're wanting to soften your tongue with that cup, because like I'm just seeing that the cup with the hearts in it stands out a lot. I'm also noticing a wedding ring on her finger as well here. So, well, somebody could be having a proposal. Why did I stutter so hard then? Like, should I be saying that? Is it a surprise? That felt funny. Anyway, Page of Cups is here. So we have got the energy of forgiveness and friendship. So maybe it's also that you're having a lot of different conversations with a lot of different people this week, and it's sort of helping you figure out, like, maybe some of the reflections you're being given in just seemingly, inconsequential conversations happen to be conduits for really important messages for you this week, and maybe helping as well to grow some of your relationships here, a healing of relationships or growth, conversations around what's the right direction. There's a fair bit happening here, and I kind of like, as I'm reading, I'm like, God, have I butchered this reading? Because I feel like I've just got so much information and it's hard to tell what links to what at this point. Now I'm going to just grab more and make it worse. The Knight of Pentacles is here. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's not in a hurry. They're just slowly dealing with each day as it comes. And I think that's the message for you here, dealing with each person as it comes, with each day as it comes, spending enough time with yourself, by yourself, reflecting on conversations that are had, not afraid to sort of clear away some of the old cobwebs, some of the old beliefs, some of the things that keep you from moving forward. Cobwebs can sometimes be a representative of like negative perceptions that we hold, maybe about ourselves or about our potential or about our the possibilities, and clearing them away can give a fresh perspective as well. So fresh starts are denoted here. We've got the new moon in Leo and a new beginnings card as well. So you're definitely with some fresh start energy, and maybe some of these conversations are based around a new beginning that is happening, whether that's with or without a relationship there. Lots of stuff coming up to do with family, that's for sure, and health, and just getting more balance, getting more appropriate rest, getting to bed at the right time. I'm getting here as well, making sure that you are eating right for your type. So if you're not meant to be having certain things because you know it's not good for you, or you know you have a bad reaction, then being more conscious of foods, just seeing with the cupcakes and the carrots and stuff. Bringing something, I'm just seeing study put on a back burner, so bringing that forward. So there's something you wanted to study but it's put on the back burner. I'm thinking it might be time to bring that forward and sort of focus on your studies or something more intellectual this week. Definitely with the Page of Swords here, actually, you should really be focusing on your study. That's probably why the book was standing out as well. So yeah, you've got a lot going on. but stay with each day present. Stay with each thing present, don't look too far to the future or what you got to do next, but just be present with each given moment and each given conversation that you're having, because there's a lot to be receiving this week. Like, I think you're getting a lot of signs, messages and things coming through people in seemingly inconsequential situations. So pay attention to the messages and the signs. They are abundant right now. In the area of challenge, we have got the Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands, and then the Justice card in reverse. So you are definitely dealing with some challenge here this week, where it might feel like it's a bit out of your depth. With the Eight of Wands, I feel like this could be the multitude of things. So people and situations, you could just be feeling overwhelmed with the amount of information coming your way or conversations that you're having. For some of you, this is all wrapped up in one scenario that happens, and it's to do with somebody who's not honest here, and there's injustice here, there's unfairness with the Justice reverse and Seven of Swords, and you're trying your best to handle this storm, potentially. Things getting out of hand, feeling overwhelmed. needing to keep your cards close to your chest as well. There's something here about your truth and not being able to stand in your truth. And feeling like you are, I'm hearing the word thwarted, so we might be feeling thwarted by somebody. Or your plans have been thwarted. That word was like very clear. I think as well, like your plans, like your movements, the things you want to do are feeling like capped, or like you can't do or live. Maybe there's something that's like taking away this vibe from you a little bit. Like, look how beautiful that energy is of the past with all the nature and the taking care of yourself. And so there might be something coming up at the moment that sort of knocks you off your balance, or, you know, like we saw with the cupcake falling, but you can handle this. Look, let's see why and how to help with this challenge, what to do with the challenge. We have the tower there, and she's quite smug with the destruction of this building, right? She's like, yeah, that's right. That is right. And I'm feeling it as I say that, like, you better know it. Like, this is, yeah, and what? So go for it, group 2. Knock down these towers that aren't working for you. It's fine. It's okay. There's these towers that you knock down will lead you to good friends. Really, really good friends, communities that you can open up to and celebrate with. It's time for you to knock down the old foundations, you know, that aren't working out, because you are off in a new journey, a new direction. I mean, you got new beginnings, Oracle card here, which we'll get to in a moment. You've got the new moon in Leo. You've got a lot of new energy here. You've got the Ace of Cups at the very beginning of your reading as well. So a new emotional cycle potentially. The cups is overflowing, so really like choosing to look after yourself regardless of some of the things that may come up that sort of knock you around, big emotions, triggers, things like that. Being able to stay grounded in the face of triggers and face them with wisdom and conscious choices. The world here shows, yeah, you're just outgrowing a situation basically. The world is a graduation card, it's completion. It's like, yeah, you did it. That's right. And you will and you can. So whatever this business is with the 7 of Swords, maybe you need to keep your plans close to your chest, or maybe you just need to like just focus on doing what's right for you and let go of that external chaos. Even if that external chaos is within your own home space, that can be hard to handle and deal with for those people, but it's still like your inner sanctum can't be tainted, and you can go there for all of the answers and authority that you need. I feel like that's important for someone to hear or be reminded of. What's on the bottom now? The 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, carefully juggling situations, right? And it can be like often with the 2 of Pentacles, although there's a flat ocean in the background, often it's really rocky. But this cat is about to knock her. So like there may be, you know, something coming along that's like, or already here, that sort of knocks your balance a bit here. But Queen of Swords, yeah, use your intellect, assert your boundaries with yourself, with others, you know what's right, what you need to do. The Knight of Wands is underneath that as well. So King of Wands, which is about having a clear vision for your future, for the life you want to create, a beautiful imagination, to be able to see it and then to act on it with passion, with self-belief, with confidence, you know. Anyway, over in the area of the new area we've changed, remember? It is now the area of what you don't see coming. And with the High Priestess there, it's like, yeah, thanks. Okay, so there's some things coming that you won't be able to see coming, right? So we've got that. You also got the 9 of Wands and the Judgment. And what I see from this is that for some of you, actually, there may be a message or a reading you've had in the past that said a lot of what is going on in your world right now. And it's to say that reading is still playing out. It may be a private you booked with somebody, it may be a YouTube message, it could be your own download, but that's maybe not for everyone too, but there's someone who's like, you had a reading on this time of your life and it is playing out how it's supposed to. What you don't see coming here as well, I feel, is about you coming to understand the purpose of these situations, or this situation if it's one, of your wounding and what to do from here. You're going to get a great deal of clarity. What you don't see coming is a massive awakening that gets you out of this need to just like, I don't know, actually I want to, so many things. Like part of it is like this need to protect or defend yourself when you feel like you shouldn't even have to, you know, like you just wish you could just frickin' be, like just let me just be, let me just breathe, like that type of thing. You might be having trouble with somebody who crowds you, or like you feel like they have an influence over you or something maybe. Anything else here? But what you don't see coming is this clarity and understanding. Knight of Swords is here, and then the Five of Cups. What you don't see coming is potentially some sort of argument that leaves things in a place that feels really sad and empty. So you may be having dramas with somebody, there may be an argument, but you're also, the Five of Wands is underneath strength. See, you're needing to have confidence in this argument, in this situation, not be carrying old burdens or other people's burdens, right? You may be feeling like your emotions are being taken advantage of here potentially, or there's like other people's opinions, gossip, crap, whatever it is. It's just a need for you to be really strong in the face of that. And so whatever is unfolding here, know that you will see the truth and you will know what to do with the situation. But you're also needing to overcome certain things within that. In the outcome, I love it. It really shows that you handle this well, because the outcome is the Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. You leave behind stress and drama and you step into your power in this situation. You leave behind things that are not working for you anymore. You don't need to engage or re-engage or repeat old patterns. You're ready to step into your own power and claim your confidence. Queen of Wands is a mystic woman. She is a healer. She's very intuitive, very powerful, very influential. So leaving behind drama and stress and no longer engaging. Eight of Cups, empty the old cups away. Any habits that are not good for you, all of these things I feel will be just falling away. You already know that to be true. So there's a lot of growth here for you at this time. But there's also, like, I think, you know what, I think actually, yeah, because look at this. We've got here the cobweb from the Tea Leaf Oracle, protected from negative forces beyond your control. And those cobwebs are really standing out in this as well. So, and that starts your week ahead, right? So anything that does come up this week, just do trust that, you know, there are things set out to protect you, cobwebs, things to catch things so that they can't get to you. So do understand that there is actually a beautiful layer of protection, and what does get through to you is for you to handle, and you can. Should you be worried? I don't think so. But yeah, it just can be very, like, lots of stuff coming up with your kids or your family this week, I feel. Like a really, really important stuff. Or maybe not like really super important, but like, you know, depending on what's important to you. And I think play is maybe important, so maybe there's a lot more time for play. Anyway, in the oracles, we have Drunk with Love. Let love lift you to freedom. And we had a lot of the wine glasses there, so there may be that message of maybe getting too drunk or dealing with someone else who gets drunk. I'm just seeing the toasted glasses here again, so there's a lot of references to drinking here. Lots of cups. But anyway, we'll go into the book. Where do we want to go? When life is mundane and waking up in the mornings is void of excitement, it means we are pulling away from our dreams. This is when we need to improve our personal lives and make positive changes in our relationships. Being drunk with love removes the barriers that have held us apart from others, from the divine and from the world. Now is the time to focus on love and on giving from the heart, perhaps to rebuild an old connection or initiate a fresh start. Rumi's message to you is to let go of your self-centered thoughts and begin to see everything through the eyes of love. When you perceive with loving gaze, you become surrounded by energy like a fragrance in the air which shelters you with love, with pure love, such as you have never known before. You'll be escorted by warm, blushing glow that calls you into a community of friends who welcomes you into their hearts. And that's that Four of Wands down here as well. So definitely I feel like this message is about a fresh start, especially given that, you know, what will help with your challenges right now is to blow it up, baby, and go and find your community or spend time. If you've already got these friends, you know they are, go and spend time with them. They uplift your soul and they help you stay on track or get back on track, or like they boost you up. They're your cheer squad. They're your people, right? Spend time with your people. If you don't have these people in your world, then it's about, you know, going out to events and things, getting yourself out there and attracting these people, aligning with them. The fresh start is here. So you have the card, She is the Moon. We've just come off the full moon as well. Maybe a ritual was very important to you during this recent full moon, and you can see if that was for you, then that ritual is definitely a powerful one that you've done. We'll go to the message. Your message comes through this oracle. Your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or is happening quickly, you are unsure if you are really ready, be assured all is well. If something is not clear and you would like to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. That's that Seven of Cups too. Like, you really, a lot of thoughts around relationships and what's working and where am I going, and like, yeah, is this right for me? All those things. Do not worry. Do not try to force the insight. Just be with what is happening now and trust. That's that Knight of Pentacles advice too. Like, just be with each day, be with each moment. How gorgeous. You are moving and growing and all is well. Soon you will see that for yourself. Just as the moon grows full, revealing even in the midst of deep night. So, you know, we've just come off a full moon if you're watching at the time of this recording. And like I said, if you did a ritual, you can, or anything around your, you know, craft work around that time, you can see that you may see the results of that by the next full moon here. I'm just going to read the little poem because I did for group 1 as well. And it says, waiting. These moments are precious, like jewels on the crown of life. They beckon my heart, forming memories that sparkle with joy and light the longing of a sweet caress. They draw me near, melting into one, showing what is possible on the journey of life, waiting for the seasons change. And we are actually headed into a seasonal change as well. You have the card New Beginnings. This is the time for you to embrace new beginnings. You can see when this card comes out that there are going to be new opportunities coming your way, a lot of fresh energy, new people, new relationships, new places, new opportunities. It's all there for you. Maybe even a new work role. You might be moving on into something else here when you see this card. What does it say in the book? Life is expanding in profound and wondrous ways. New experiences and ideas emerging. Vitality and wide open opportunities are at hand. Seize the day. This is the perfect time to start a new project, give birth to an emerging idea. Timing is everything, and the time is now. Anything and everything is possible. Good fortune is awaiting you. The rising sun is the ultimate symbol of Yang principle, expanding power and activity. You are radiant and luminous. There is a glow within you that can be felt by all. And then you have the new moon in Leo with shine. And that is that glow that can be felt by all. It is you shining. It is you moving forward. I like the balance too with that. Speaking of the sun, now we have the moon. It's beautiful balance of your masculine and your feminine energies. So what is your soul craving for self-care this week? It is craving some essential oils. So these can obviously be used in numerous ways. At the moment, we're using a blend of eucalyptus, clove, and thyme oil for helping clear the airways for breathing while sleeping. So there's so many different medicinal uses for oils, not just for the pretty relaxing smells, although that is wonderful. So looking into essential oils, how to use them to benefit you at the moment, getting unstuck, get past the fear of change and embrace the transformation. The gate of this cage, the door, is wide open, so there's nothing holding you back now. It's actually, it's just you that may stay there for a little longer, if anything. You've got to avoid gossip, get rid of negative energy in your life, don't let it steal your light. Just don't bother. you know what's a good vibe and what's not. It'll bring your vibration down. Don't play with it. If someone else is always constantly doing that with you, then maybe just pull back, or redirect the conversation. That can be fun and frustrating for your friend you're talking to. Anyway, have fun again. Learn to love life again and try to enjoy life more by having fun. Maybe some air guitar, dancing, put the music on, have a little boogie, play with kids, a big one there, play with your children. Start a side hustle. Best way to become your own boss is to start a side hustle. You may already have some ideas. New project, new times, new beginnings, great time to start new things. So if you are starting a new business adventure or something, this is a perfect time. It's really lining up for you to have a lot of success with that. Like I'm getting, even if you didn't do a ritual on the full moon, there's something you are setting the intention for right now that is going to be successful. You will see the results by the next full moon, I would say. Maybe longer for some of you that have a really big goal here that's, timing's everything. So there's no rush. That's another message that was here, is to let things unfold organically, and they will. And then you have some tea leaf oracles to finish off your reading. So cobweb, we saw it before, protected from negative forces beyond your control. We had affairs with your family tree. I saw that with the Six of Cups a fair bit as well. So you're definitely dealing with some family stuff. Some of it can be wonderful and pleasant, beautiful experiences, but I think others will be a little bit challenging. I'm just looking at some of the like cracks at the trunk here, like sort of, I feel like this is looking at some of the ancestral karma. You might be focusing on that, some of you, and wanting to clear away ancestral karma so that the patterns don't repeat and pass on to your children. You could be looking at your parents and maybe even their parents and connections, whatever it is that you have the access to the information of. Like I think you're investigating maybe literally your family tree, your heritage. It doesn't have to be so much ancestral karma. It can just be like the lineage, what they did, what their skills were, and how it is maybe awakening inside of you. Maybe you have a history of avid gardeners or medicine women or people, men, whatever. And so that might be a part of you that is you're tapping into at the moment. Yeah, so there's a lot there with the tree one. Money path, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Definitely those that are, I think you're already quite accomplished when I look at this. Like, even if you're not extremely well off, like I do feel like you have what you need. When I look at your past energy with all these Queen, 9 and 7 of Pentacles, like you do well, you are well off in your own way. Like I think, but there's, you know, obviously now you're going to grow a different level of value and finances there. Firecracker I got was actually a person. I feel like someone is a bit of a firecracker this week, and you're having the pleasure of their company, whether that's, you know, good or not. But it is excitement here as well. But I kind of, when I saw that, I'm feeling like, oh, okay, you would describe that person as a bit of a firecracker. I don't know if that's like an Aussie thing or not, firecracker, to call someone that. I don't know. You have hand, in need of help, assistance and guidance. Yeah, I think so. I think you need good friends to talk to as well. Be honest about where you're at. Don't be afraid to reach out or say, hey, I'm struggling with this, you know, because, you know, you'll say it to the right person and they'll be able to give you the guidance you need. That's, I think, did I already say about being open to the conversations you're having? Because there's, even when you're not actually asking that person for help, it's just maybe you hear a bit of reflection of what's going on in their world and you can really relate. Maybe that's where you get the message. You also have rabbit with too much concern with sexual matters. So this could be someone else, like with the Knight of Wands coming in, you could, you know, maybe just don't want to deal with that kind of thing anymore, you know, or at all, like just people that are only after one thing, like that can be very much the Knight of Wands vibe. Or it could also just be, yeah, something that's coming up that's got too much emphasis in your life or relationships and you'd rather pull back and focus on other things and put your sacral energy into a different avenue. So that, I feel like, yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm like, just give me one more. Ace of Pentacles to finish your reading. Remembering we started with the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely a fresh beginning for you. New beginnings card shining over there. New Moon in Leo shine. Take this opportunity with both hands. This is very much seize the day energy here. So go for it, group 1, 2. You're in a new beginning and it's going to be a good one. You're going to make it so. All right. So that is all I have, and I've just got 3333 at the time of recording there too. So that's awesome finish. Wonderful. Yeah, I hope this gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you're after a private reading, you can get that in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Tangerine Quartz, then this one is for you. And so the Tangerine Quartz is a stone of joy and creativity connected to the sacral chakra. So it could be about your passions, your creative adventures, your self-expression in that area. And this crystal was actually selected. Those that are new here, it's my son that chooses the crystals for each reading, and then I sort of build the reading off of that. And because each crystal has their own little message. But this week's selection was actually from my son's friend who lives next door and comes to play often. So it's interesting that he chose one all about play for you as well, which was lovely. So yeah, our different crystals selected today for today's readings. All right, so group 3, let's jump in. It's interesting actually as well, you've got this beautiful Shakti energy. So there's certainly something awakening inside of you at this time. In fact, let's just go straight into the Shakti message. I wasn't going to do that, but bugger it. Shakti. Shakti is divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine and she is the Kundalini. the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love, that leads to enlightenment of our body. With our Kundalini coming alive within us, we cannot remain as we once were. It is impossible. We may try to lead the same lives, be in the same relationship patterns, and perhaps even behave properly. But it simply cannot be done. Soon our disguise slips and people wonder, what happened to her? Or what has got into him? We are on fire with the divine and we cannot help but misbehave. We are no longer satisfied with trying to be the good child or fearing we are the bad child. We know ourselves instead to be the divine child. And that child divine lives fully and with passionate fire, not doing things the way they're supposed to be done perhaps, but living instead from the heart. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain, and sometimes the light within may seem so bright it blinds us for the moment. But that will pass, and the misbehaving will suddenly be seen for what it is. The old rules just don't fit anymore. You don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole world into the bedside reading lamp without burning down the house. Best to let the light shine as it was meant to in the big arena. Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. This oracle brings you a message. You are going through energetic shifts in your subtle anatomy. Because your energy body and physical body have already begun to merge with each other, the energetic shifts will affect your physical body too. It is always wise to consult a healthcare practitioner, but at least some level of your physical challenges at the moment, from the aches, pains, and tiredness, are due to this energetic awakening. Take responsible action as you feel necessary, such as tending to your physical well-being with healthcare that feels supportive, but also remember to rest, get some time in nature, nurture your body as it is spiritually awakening into greater light. So yeah, Shakti, along with this beautiful crystal, and I'm even inclined to pull up your other oracle because it says speak out, communicate and solve the conflicts, but it's like it's your power coming from that powerful place, but with love as well. So anyway, let's just jump into your reading, group 3. Welcome. We have here in the signs, I see Scorpio and Aries is here, Virgo and Leo as well. So, and Aquarius could be some energy you're dealing with, could be your own. But yeah, let's just jump into the past with the Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Now, this is a little bit dualistic energy. So this could quite literally be an argument that's been happening between you and another person. Maybe, well, brother has come to light in the last couple of readings, but this could be anybody. This could be an ex-partner or a current partner even. There's definitely some sort of, you know, if I put them like this, you could see here that these two men are fighting about something or disagreeing about something. There's some sort of duality going on here in the past. So you might be feeling like you're going head to head with someone in a situation, or you've needed to perhaps speak out to communicate about this conflict because somebody is sort of calling the shots here, I'm feeling. Because it's just such an interesting sort of gridlock situation. I might get a little bit more on this. Two people here, what I'm seeing though, have very different ideas about the way things should be done, and that makes sense for Shakti now that I'm looking at the differences, because one has a crown, like a metal crown, and the other has a flower crown, and and one person holds a coin and someone else holds a cup, but that cup is illuminated with light. And so there's someone who might be a little bit more money focused, or, you know, just doesn't have the same values that you do in this situation. And the Hanged Man is on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, this is definitely a feeling where you're feeling a little tied up and stuck, unable to move forward, unable to see the way through, or it just feels like a rock in a hard place, you know. Six of Swords is underneath that. So you are trying to move through and let go the stress and do what you can, but it does look like a bit of a gridlock situation for some reason. I see the Two of Cups has fallen out now. Just get another one. So yeah, this could be a relationship in the past of any kind though. Two of Cups does not have to be romantic, although in this depiction it is. Let's get one more. if I can, thank you. And the Five of Pentacles there, Seven of Cups on the bottom. Five of Pentacles, this person's trying to make some sort of offering and they're not seeing it. So in this situation, this person might be offering something to you and you might not be seeing it for what it is. So that could be the case, or it could be vice versa. You'll know how you fit into this puzzle here, but there's definitely, with the Five of Pentacles, someone feeling like they've been left out in the cold. The other person feels like they have not done that they've done their fair share or something. Like I'm getting this kind of authority energy here, potentially emotionally manipulative energy here that you're dealing with as well. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge. And it's also noticing like the Weeping Willow is standing out as well. So I think it's about being flexible, but the Weeping Willow is, as we know, like a very sorrowful energy as well, in that it is the Weeping Willow. So there may be a bit of tension and just confusion and uncertainty and just that gridlock again with the Two of Swords, duality right now. Current energy is the Tower moving into the week ahead. So you definitely got something blowing up in this situation. Something is crumbling, maybe unexpectedly, but I think this was very unforeseeable for many of you. Maybe not everyone, maybe saw this coming. Maybe it was inevitable, but for a fair portion of you connecting to this reading, I do feel like this was a bit of a shock and you never expected things to go this way. So in the week ahead and current energy week ahead, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Death, and the Five of Wands. So you're slowly but surely trying to get ahead with the Death card. They are coming up out of the ocean covered in oil slick from an oil spill. So this situation has definitely tainted the environment around you perhaps, or your experiences right now. And it's something that you're still trying to like rid yourself of the ick or the feeling that this has left with you. And with the Five of Wands, you're still ongoing dealing with issues. And the next card was the Three of Pentacles. So what I saw here as well is this is actually a beautiful opportunity, even if it is a challenge and you've got people up against you. They've got a whole team here that are kind of fighting against this person who's sort of just trying to do their own thing and live in harmony. That's how I see it anyway. But what I'm seeing is like there's a plan. Like you're learning from the tower that failed in the past. Like I look at the way she looks intently at this tower. That's how it goes on the table. And she's taking notes. She's got her armor. She is prepared to move forward in her next journey. But she's taking notes and she's gonna move forward carefully and make sure that she doesn't make a wrong move, and that everything she does is carefully calculated and precise, because you are going through a really big change. And you may have felt, like when I saw this, I heard forced out. So you may have felt forced out of a job, or like there's some sort of pressure that's forcing you out of a position or situation that's but it pushes you into something better though. It really does. So the Five of Wands, the discomfort, then maybe this isn't an external person. This can also be discomfort within yourself, these changes that need to happen. It can be uncomfortable, but change is uncomfortable. I accept uncomfortable is a fantastic affirmation to use. Three of Pentacles here. So this is like pushing you to go and work with different people that you may have not expected to work with before, or to go and do something that is in a team, in a group. Maybe you're going to apply for a job in a different company and working with a different crew or teammates. It doesn't have to be about work, of course, but there's either way you're working together and cooperating. For some of you, it's like maybe you're trying to cooperate with this argumentative person or group of people, and it's just like it requires a lot of careful handling and tact. You'll know where you are and where you need to cooperate, right? But cooperation might be a big challenge in this situation. Further into that week ahead, at the end of the week, we got Strength and the Three of Cups. So it does look like your strength and perseverance, your cooperation, all of those things do pay off for you, because you've got a celebration at the end of your week. Some good news coming in, something good out of all of this. It could be completely different to this challenge. It could be a different blessing, sort of like a little bit of a little light at the end of the tunnel, maybe something that sort of leads you, yes, I'm going in the right direction, even if this is challenging and painful. Like at least I know that this is working out for me over here, that type of thing. So there is celebration. There's something to be proud of. I feel at the end of the week, you're to be proud of yourself about something. Maybe even your friend is proud of you, that type of thing. Maybe getting to literally catch up for a cup of tea with some friends, that would be really, really beneficial for you if you could do that. Anything there? The Four of Pentacles. Saving money, protecting your energy, protecting your resources, not letting people in too much. But yeah, protecting. So in the area of challenge, you have got the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Swords. This is a pretty big challenge. It's not unlike the Five of Wands, where this, they're coming at this person. It kind of like, you could just put that like that, and there it is. Like, it just completes the picture. So you may feel like you've been pushed up against a wall here, or to the edge of the cliff, like ready to just jump because this is hectic or crazy or insane, or just it's too much. Somebody has been very cold here with the King of Swords. And the negative thinking, like the worst is going to happen, is probably becoming a bit debilitating at times. You're needing to just rest and relax. Just want to pull this up. It's like on the table. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. So I think regardless, I know the Nine of Swords is there, but that's talking about negative thinking. It doesn't mean that it's unfounded, but it is overly negative thinking. Let's just go to the challenge. Oh, sorry, what helps with the challenge, because it's kind of, the challenge is what it is. You're having to defend yourself. You've got people attacking you or accusing you. It's just, you're not valued or seen or respected in this situation. What will help with that challenge? Well, we had negative thinking. What will help is the Sun, to stay optimistic, to focus on the growth, to focus on where your impact is positive. Take a breath. Yep. Definitely. You need a breather. I feel like I need a breather after just holding that for a sec. It'd be nice to just get a breather from that. And then you've got the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. These are all major arcanas. So when we see that, we're having to trust, definitely, because this is like more about destiny and the bigger picture of what's unfolding here, rather than the little details that you're able to control. You can control yourself, you can control your responses, but you cannot control the outcome to what's going on here. And with the Hermit and the Sun, it's like, just focus on the positive, connect to your inner sanctum, connect to the answers inside of yourself. Actually, you've got the card Solitude. How's that for the Hermit to be in your area of guidance? Let's go to the book, actually. And even the colors, I would say they can go together for sure. I love how that is happening in the readings most of the time, but today in particular. I shared on my Instagram story, if you follow me over there, I just share background life stuff. Yesterday it was cooking stuff, and this morning I shared a bit of group 2's reading, just because the cards looked so heavenly, just beautiful. And there was the color combos and stuff. It was just so nice. But anyway, Sacred Island, Solitude, and the Hermit. Spend some time alone. In your life, this means to take your own counsel rather than relying on the opinions and dictates of others. Break away from the crowd, be on your own. This card also speaks of self-resourcefulness, self-reliance, and tenacious individuality. If you are working on a project, trust your instincts and follow your own lead. Your creativity is at its peak. Let it flow. Especially that Shakti card, something is definitely awakening, and you are taking notes and you are ready to go through this change. Death is here, you are ready, the strength is here, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, you're ready to work with the people and the energies that are ready to work with you. You're taking your power back in a situation, I'm feeling. Let it flow. If you're in a relationship that is disempowering, this card suggests that it's time to step away. Take time to reassess your life. In solitude, you will thrive. This card also suggests safe haven, a sacred womb for incubation and self-transformation. So yeah, needing a little sacred alone time. Solitude. Inner reflection. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You can trust that being positive, things will naturally change as the seasons are changing. We are finishing up the year astrologically. We've got just come into Pisces season, so that is the final season before we have our fresh energy moving into Aries. So I think that a lot of us are going to be feeling that sense of not quite there yet, but nearly on the, nearly there with our cycles ending and beginning, and just having to trust the process, maybe the birthing process, if that's the case. Now, in the area of what you don't see coming, it used to be just further guidance. Remember, we've changed it from last week, and it's now what you don't see coming. And we have the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Wands here. So what you don't see coming is that this situation is, I think you do see this coming, to be honest with you, but anyway, it's in the area of, so we'll... I feel like this might be your energy here. Maybe what you don't see coming is you being able to stand up for yourself and speak on what your needs are. However, I feel like it's like not going to be heard. Maybe it's that you don't see that coming. There is, like with the Nine of Wands and the Four of Cups, I just feel like it's utter exhaustion in this situation. Your energy is better spent elsewhere. So maybe what you don't see coming is fierce independence and some authoritative decision inside of yourself to just like, to act on that. For some of you, this is a legal situation. You may, what you don't see coming could be in the area of legal advice or a letter from a lawyer, that type of thing with the Queen of Swords. And that may lead to more tension and more stress if that is the case. Like this Queen of Swords, what you don't see coming could be a very harsh message or a firm message or a cease and desist message. I don't know, like something. Maybe you're sending that away. I don't know. There is like, let's get a little something. Just whatever. I don't know. If there's more information around what we don't see coming here. Or a fair bit came out there. I don't know if I want to look at it. So Ace of Swords, Six of Wands, Five of Cups, of Lovers, King of Wands. Can I just get one? So the Ace of Swords though, like if I just took the first one, Three of Swords, a painful communication or message, I would say, information or something is what you don't see coming, and you just like, you're not going to like it, but it's also going to push you where you need to go. I think that's the case there. And with the outcome, we have the Devil, the Emperor, and the Eight of Swords, which isn't the best positive outcome in the situation because you're feeling maybe a little very trapped. Like we had the underlying energy being the merman trapped in the net, and now we have this one trapped. So it's like, you may feel like you're trapped where you are, but it's time to go or move because they're just seeing like she doesn't belong where she is right now. Like she's locked in a cage. She's got nowhere to move, but fin of her tail is in the water. So it's like you might sort of like, I don't know, there's like just enough sustenance to support you in this situation, but you're trapped, and it's like, I don't know, there's something about like the resources you require or want, like you can't use them or don't have them. I don't know, it's a tricky one. And with this Emperor here, like I get that I feel like this is like somebody has got you trapped in this situation, like somebody has taken the power here or has the authority in this situation. You're feeling trapped and powerless because of this Emperor energy. This can be a father or a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a male, but that Aries dominant energy that's ruling the show here. And you're feeling very, very powerless in their choice here as well. But let's just get a card. Because I don't know, I don't want to leave it like, I'm going to go to the oracles still, but I'd rather get one more. Because this outcome is like, it is harsh. And maybe that's why what you don't see coming is the Queen of Swords. It can be harsh. Temperance, right? King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles there, 6 of Pentacles. This can be about financial stuff, like a resource, because like what I was trying to get at before is she's trapped in the cage, and then like there's all this gold and treasure outside of where she can reach it. Like it's keeping you stuck where you are right now is like holding you back from your abundance that you're supposed to receive as well, or something. I don't know. But this Emperor seems to have all the abundance. They have everything, and you don't, for whatever reason. But Temperance is here, and the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like, let that go. If it is an attachment to material goods, then let it go. If it is something like monetary, let it go. You will find your way. And Temperance is there. Have patience. Remain balanced. Take your time. Find your way. Indulge in healing. Listen to the messages. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you will build back up again if that is a situation of financial, like you've got we saw the 5 of Pentacles somewhere as well. Yeah, over there. You will build yourself up financially if that's your concern in this situation. You will come back out on top. You will do fine. Just that's why the sun is there. That's why, like, I think we need to recap on what will help with the challenge is staying positive, focusing on the growth, going your own way with solitude, your own authority, your own answers, but also trusting the change of tide that's happening here. Three of Swords on the bottom. It was actually the Three of Swords on the bottom when I picked up this deck to begin the reading. So like kind of good hint that it was going to be a painful one. And the Ace of Swords again. So the Nine of Cups, Three of Wands. So the truth, the information, whatever this clarity is that comes in with the Ace of Swords, it will set you on your path. And if that at first is not what you want to hear or you don't like it, it's still, you've got to trust that it's still going to take you where you want to be eventually. And you will be happy there and abundant. So let's jump into the oracles. As we saw Shakti, we started the reading with that. Interesting that we did that way, but I like it. We also had the card Speak Out, Communicate and Solve the Conflicts. This oracle comes to you with guidance and confirmation that you have a big heart, big enough to freely speak out what you keep inside without feeling embarrassed or fearing that you might be ridiculed or scorned. The warm, blushing glow that surrounds you beckons to a community of friends who welcome all you would like to share with them. Messages from Sufi wisdom come with immense blessings and joy. Personal relationships rely on communication in so many ways. When you freely communicate with people in relationships, it reduces conflict, builds trust, and strengthens bonds. Successful situations are usually caused by our lack of willingness to speak out when we have the opportunity. You may be fearful or concerned that people will have negative reaction to you sharing your ideas and insights. You may worry that others may ridicule or disapprove of you speaking freely. Dear one, you are saturated with a divine presence that is so rich that it wants to pour out of you in words that are freely spoken. By speaking out, you can solve many problems that are caused by a lack of confidence. By helping people know your ideas, you'll be able to discover what other people want and need and adapt your ideas to matching their needs. Be open to receive love from a Sufi sage like Rumi. The mantra of this card is, I am committing myself to be brave enough to speak out my thoughts and feelings honestly with others. I think that's a pretty good mantra there. Definitely time to speak. And all this green, like speaking from that heart space. We had the card Solitude, we already saw that. And we also have the card of Last Quarter Moon in Aquarius, Reflect on your priorities. Definitely a time where you'll be doing that, I would say. You can see that in your reading. You're really focusing on what's important to you and addressing that in such a way. So in your tea leaf oracle to finish your reading, you had Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. I think you're already aware though. We've discussed a bit of that here. Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Broken Wishbone, your wish will not be granted. I think that's, you'll know already. The Fan, romance, celebration or party. You do have at the end of your week the Three of Cups, so there could be a hint of romance. This is like a different vibe. I'm feeling, like I said before, like it might be separate from this situation. Like, win some, you lose some. We have Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. You have already come through so much here. Quill, get back to basics. And Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. And that get back to basics is a beautiful message. I think it kind of goes along with the Temperance card as well, the Queen of Pentacles, like the Sun, just relax, keep it simple, do what you can with what you've got. Don't fight against things that are out of your control, all of that stuff, like letting go, letting God, forgiveness, patience, all of those virtues are required and needed and might help you right now, Group 3. So that is what I have for you. I hope this reading has given you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance in this situation. If you're after a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. And that being said, I look forward to reading for you all again next time. Take care, Group 3.